Hey there, it's Dallas here. Just thought I'd have a chat to you about mindset. So for me, one of the big challenges in moving from a one-on-one service delivery model to running a group coaching program is just the mindset. You know, you see these online coaches or, you know, people who are well known, you know, celebrity coaches, let's call them, people who offer services one-to-many, and it seems like, well, look, other people do that, I can't. And like, to me, there was a big mindset gap between where I was and the plausibility of being able to do that. And yeah, I'd sort of put it down to, well, I can't do that, or that must be really hard, I'd need some extra things to do that. But the biggest block was actually the mindset, the belief that I couldn't get there. And part of, you know, there's sort of two ways to approach this. One is to sort of affirm that you've already got something even though you don't have it. So that's sort of like saying, hey, I'm rich, even though you're not. And that can work, you know, that kind of mindset driven stuff can work, but what tends to happen is that you kind of believe it for a little while and then you rebel against it and you sabotage it. So that mindset stuff can work, but in practice our sanity kicks in and says, no, you're really not rich, or, you know, you really can't fly, don't try. Do something that makes you feel comfortable. It kind of proves to you that you were joking or you weren't serious. And so we tend to sabotage ourselves when we approach it in that way. The other way to do it is to imagine, to sort of feel like I've got everything I want, and to take the steps that you take as if you already had it. So that might be that you sort of schedule time in your diary for, you know, to run the program, to do all the steps as if you're already there. And this is sort of going through the motions and executing the behavior, which helps to reinforce the mindset stuff. So that's really valuable. But there's a third way that I want to introduce, and that is that our brains are prepared to believe we're going to go somewhere even if we're not there. Let's say, for example, you're going to take a trip to China, and you know, you're in no way in China now. But if you started doing some things such as getting a passport, planning a route, buying a ticket, learning Chinese, all these things that are clearly necessary steps to get you to China, then your brain has and your identity, your sort of self-conception has a much easier time believing you're really going to China, and you tend not to self-sabotage. If you fail to take those steps, then going to China will seem extremely stressful or unbelievable, and you know, you probably think, look, it's too hard, I might cancel that ticket, or you know, I still haven't even got the ticket. Suddenly it gets too hard, you don't end up in China. So we want to make sure that when we're planning our group training program, that we're addressing all the obstacles, all the essential steps that will get us there. If we don't do that, the idea of taking this big, bold new step will be very stressful indeed, and we'll sabotage our best endeavors, and it'll fall through, and it will seem like, yeah, another one of these crazy ideas, I thought I could do it, but then I realized, of course, I can't, and you know, I should just, you know, stick to a 9 to 5, or you know, stick to working for clients one-to-one, even though I hate it, or even though I know I can do much better. So what I want for you is to write a list of everything that's stopping you from getting to where you want to go. Just all the objections that you have about why you can't do this, because these are ways your identity is protecting you from damage, from doing something crazy. Just like if you thought you could fly, your brain kicks in and says, no, hang on, I don't have wings, there's no soft landing, I don't have a parachute, I don't have a jetpack. You know, your safety defenses kick in to protect yourself. They're doing that now, and they're going to stop you from taking risky steps toward a seemingly unachievable goal. So write down, brainstorm an exhaustive list of everything that's going to stop you getting to where you want to go.